Hello everybody and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. In the last episode you managed to take on the king, and that was a few days ago. Admittedly, I apologize about that. I ended up not coming home for a few days. I was elsewhere at another house. And then I got really sick, so I've just kind of been sick all day. Just moping and just say moaning. I was moping around and just being sick and eating ice cream, and you know what, it wasn't half bad, so now my voice sounds a little weird and I apologize. But anyway, last episode we took on the king, and in this episode we're gonna go and make our way to get the other kings out of the staff that we picked up. We had to go to the forge and move on from there, which I think is in this direction, and possibly a smarter thing to do would be to double check, but fuck it. We're doing this live. So anyway, how are you guys all doing on this fantastic day? It is quite a lovely, I think, day. It was a little cold here. It was a little... Okay, you know what? I'm checking the map. I guess either way would work. Alright, well that was pointless. Yeah, it's slowly becoming summer here. Hello? Who was just talking? I don't know. Oh, they're over there. Wait, up there? Hold on, I see treasure. Yeah, I'll avenge my fallen brother. What shall I do now that you are dead? Well, that's real sad. Hey, everything okay? Here, let me save real quick. Hey, Axiux. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
So, you have tracked me down, have you? The last hour of Axiux strikes. He is to be undone by the devils that call themselves Immaculates. Immaculate, even though they are so very violently flawed of mind and soul. Go on, do it. I have no fight left in me.
Whoa, hold on, I'm not an immaculate, Sir, but I have no intention of killing you.
You're not? Could it be I finally meet some sanity in this twisted realm of fairy? By all means, let us talk then, and behave like civilized beings.
Just before we do, did you put that man onto a spike and then just impale him? Anyway, not important. Can I see what you have for sale? Cool. Nothing important. What happened to you, buddy?
Things of nightmare, human. They came here, your kind, because they were promised a special stone by the king of this land. We served him loyally, our sovereign, the great Boreas, but he betrayed us. We were surrendered to the Immaculates so that they could slaughter us and fuel the stone with our blood. For what unholy purpose, I do not know. Some of us rebelled and ran, of course we did, but they've been tracking us through the storm. We were able to fight off and even kill a couple of our pursuers, but now I fear I am the last one left.
Hey, tell me more about Hyberheim, will ya?
You should have seen this land before Boreas seized power. Each and every season passed with utmost splendor. But now, there is only winter and snowstorms. The very elements have lost their minds, have come to life in terrible forms to battle one another. The land of fairy, where fairies dwell, no more.
Hey, what can you tell me about your kind and your link to King Boreas? I mean, he's dead, but, like, let's pretend he's not, because I think I was supposed to see you beforehand. Anyway, what's your tie to King Boreas?
You must know that we imps have wandered many a world after our escape from demon overlords in the frightful dimension of Nemesis centuries ago. After long and arduous travels through untold earths, some of us ended up here in the land of fairy. Boreas, not yet king at the time, welcomed us because he had heard of our reputation as master builders. So we built him his fortress and his prison, riddled them with the traps and trickery he desired, and in return, we were given a new home. But we mistook his ambition for kindness. In blood did we pay for our gullibility.
From the looks of it, you've had some trouble with elementals, too.
So I have. The fates must be conspiring against me. We barely managed to escape the knives of the Immaculates, only to be waylaid by elementals gone haywire. Luckily, they seemed to be as bent on one another's destruction as they were on ours. But the fact remains, I am the only one alive to tell the tale. It's all King Boreas' doing. It must be. He is the one who unleashed this storm, and he is the one behind all this elemental madness.
Sure, tell me about the special stone you mentioned, which I think is just a bloodstone, which we've heard about before, but fuck it, refresh me.
I thought it was naught but a pretty jewel, said to have fallen from the sky. But when they poured blood over it, the stone seemed to soak it up with a greedy thirst indeed. It's like it became alive. It teemed with energy, like looking into the eye of a dragon. She smiled her wicked smile, the leader of the Immaculates. That woman is truly evil. She delights in slaughter and rivers of blood.
Well, aside from all the negativity that surrounds this land, I have some positive news. I actually have Boreas' elemental staff, and I need to destroy it, and was hoping you'd know how. I understand there's a forge, like 5 miles to the west, or, north, but it's cool. What do you know about it?
You have the staff. But that means you must have killed Boreas. Just what that fat snow cone had coming to him. You want to destroy it, you say? Free the elementals inside, yes. It is rather simple, really. That which was made in the elemental forge can be destroyed in the elemental forge. That is where you should go.
Just before I do, why don't you just tell me about it so I can exhaust your dialogue?
It is located in the Fire Temple, where my poor brethren were massacred, and the very place where we imps created many of the traps that litter this realm. Perhaps you met with some of our handiwork, the rats and the roosters, inventive creations. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm gonna take my leave now. Alright, so looking around, I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna loot all of your friends. Hey, some scale straps. And there's a book over there as well. First we'll take that, which I think was milk. Fuck it. You know, you can take anything in this world. Now there's a book here, right? Ooh, an imp. I think we ran into another one before. The maintenance tunnel leading to the prison has been rigged with deadly explosives. Several workers died on their way out after installing the traps, which underlines the efficiency of their positioning. The sentinels within the prison itself make it impossible for a prisoner to escape the cell block. The state-of-the-art alternative activation system saves energy while still providing almost full coverage of the restricted area. Interesting. Hey, I know that you could probably, you know what, you could probably live off of these guys, to be fair. Take the gold and some bracers, and what do you guys have on you? Oh good, nothing at all. Is there anything else? I don't think so. There probably is something off in this direction. Maybe this looks like a place we can go. Probably should do the other thing first, but fuck it, if we're here already, right? Hey, it looks like there's a chest in back there, which means you need to hit it with a fireball. Hit all 3 of them, preferably. Well, you got 2, and you're burning Effie.
I'm overheating here.
You know what? You need to make up your mind with what you're doing. In the meantime, we need this fireball. So, I just suppose we'll heal up in the meanwhile as we wait for the fireball. Are you kidding me? Regeneration goes up so quickly now, but the fireball takes a year and a half. Almost ready, and take care of the last one. Okay, that is progress. Now the chest is burning, which we should... Are you kidding me?
Heat sack. Infected hog's carcass. You set this rat free with you? Unleash the pustule answer upon higher high than you, and then retreat back to your teeming swamp.
What was the prisoner's crime?
This particular tuber is hated first and foremost among all others. He has been remembered in song and in story as the foulest abomination the womb of High ever has or will produce. The Scarmantiger was a guard of the royal treasure before the days of our great Boreas. And he set his cursed eye upon the winter ring of the king, the symbol of his majesty's power. The fiend broke his oath of fealty to the crown and kingdom and stole into the room, snatching the ring and fleeing into the night. The king blamed his longtime rival for the theft, and a terrible war ensued. A war that decimated Heimerheim in landscape, population, and spirit. Meanwhile, the rot-hearted Hansinger hid his crime and allowed the war to rage in the name of saving his own slimy yellow belly. Has he come forward? Thousands of lives would have certainly been spared. When the truth came out at last, it was too late to reverse what damage had been done. But not too late to enact the highest price upon the Archfiend's head. An eternity of ice.
You, sir, have a very soothing voice, if I have ever heard of one. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, Lord. Well? Fuck it. The coward deserves every second of his confinement. We ought to leave him to the guards.
Indeed. I wouldn't have set foot near that ice crystal if I knew the sort of monster it contained.
As if your opinion in such matters meant more than a single snowflake in this blizzard. Stand aside, sweetbag! We've got to undo your idiotic mistakes.
Oh, so you're gonna just fight me anyway. And him. I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna hit you all with a very... wait, you're gonna hit me, really? You are a dick. What did you even put on the ground? It wasn't close enough to hit me. However, God knows this poor snow warden does not know what's gonna come to him. Who is he gonna hit? Okay. Do I hit this snow warden? You know what? I'm up for experience. Fuck everybody. Wow. Well. Let's pretend I didn't just do that. How about we hit that guy in the back? There we go. Alright, hit him. Fuck it. Okay. We good? Be cool? So it turns out I wasn't actually fighting them, so that's interesting. Alright, well, here we have some lead scale armor, some smokescreen arrows, and some overall good equipment, along with... You know what? Even more armor. I won't complain. Where are we at on the map? Okay, so we have fully explored, so that is cool. Real quick, let's have a quick check on the latest added. So we're going to give that to Jet, along with that and that. And how good are those boots? Let's find out. Also, we had to make sure we send the arrows over to her. 72 is not terrible. Send that on over to Jet. And that's a lot better than what we currently... Well, obviously, yeah, we have the snow boots on. Oh, hey, we also have an earth staff that I didn't even realize we had. Holy hell, we have so many items that I just have not been paying attention to whatsoever. This has been a very interesting experience. Tell you what, give that one over there to Jet, give that one over there to Jahan. Why not clear up my inventory a little bit? Here is an amulet. I wonder if the amulet's any good. Strength and HP, you know what? I'm going to take it, and I will give this other one to Medora. She doesn't have one currently on her, so that'll be better than nothing. Alright, let's move on. We know where we're headed. It's not going to be too much of an issue. We're going to make our way over to the forge, and then destroy the staff. And then who knows what? Maybe this area won't be frozen anymore. And then I can only imagine we can free the witch afterwards, and then I don't know where we're headed after that. I'm sure we're gonna try to find the one girl we keep running into, but who really knows at this point? This area is such a contrast to the prior areas, isn't it? Also, that elemental forge. God damn, things are a good distance away from one another, aren't they? Alrighty, what are we going to do? Well, hopefully things are made very apparent because God knows I'm blind. Alrighty, is this the... that's the impaler. That's something separate there. We might actually equip that. Is that... I don't remember what we currently have. Anyway, let's sort this out by not ingredients, but equipment. Do a real quick scan through as I talk. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it real easily. The hell's that? That's a buffalo amulet, right? Alright, looking around. We are looking for a staff, right? Like, thought it was that. It's not that. You know, I always had trouble finding these items, and I don't really know why that is. Unless it's miscellaneous, or unless it's something special that I'm just not aware of. I might have to cut this recording, because I'm going to be looking at this here for a while. I don't even remember what it really looks like, to be completely honest with you. Here, actually, I have an idea. Let's go latest added, and we know off the top of our head that this item is somewhere. Somewhere indeed. What the hell is the item? I didn't think it was that far back. Hello? Does Effie not have it? I mean, you don't have it. Have your gloves are breaking. Do you have anything else that you can equip right off the bat? Not from there. The only other person I think that would have it would be you. Do you have it though? I don't think so. I'm definitely not seeing it. Alright, let me be right back. Alright, I seem to have found it. Somehow J-Han ended up getting it on him. And I don't know how that one happened, because I don't recall him getting that. Also, it doesn't even look like it's that amazing as a staff, but it does give you the Ace Wall. With the cane of Hyberheim in your grasp, the vitality of water flows through you and hardens into icy resolve. Anyway, I did it.
Sister, we are free! And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own scheming Boreas?
Yeah, sure, anything's possible in this world, right?
But this is no mortal, I see. Strange you'd take the guise of a source hunter. But I shall of course honor your chosen form. Indeed, I suppose I should have expected that one of your kind would snare our brother sooner or later.
Real quick, I don't know what's going on, but I see you have an option to trade. Holy shit, that item looks fun. But is it any better than Effie's weapon currently? Aha, it's not. But it was worth a shot. How about... Yeah, you know, none of these look good enough to me.
Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. But I suppose the others of we elemental monarchs thought it better not to interfere in the affairs of his realm. No, like fools, we waited for his pride, his hunger for more and ever more power, to pull us from our own seats of safety and into his sordid storm. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of Fairy, do owe you our lives, Source Hunter. If, no, not if, but when, we might be of assistance to you in this dimension, you must call upon me personally.
Alright, can I ask who you are?
I am King Sewer of the Summit Kingdom of Calvia, brother, alongside the other elemental monarchs, to the unfortunate and insane Boreas. In earlier days, we ruled the four realms of Fairy in relative peace, each of us the master of our own kingdom. But something changed in Boreas. He grew darker somehow, more than was typical of his usual melancholy. We worried, yes, but chose not to intervene. Boreas was the Lord of Hyberheim, and it was his right to rule it as he pleased. When our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Heimerheim, we were ecstatic. Boreas seemed again interested in the joint rule of Faerie, in upholding the long-established diplomacy of our lands. When we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us, but a dark figure. A woman with a stare like blackest fire. In her staff she held a demonic power, the likes of which I've never felt. And as we were sucked into its depths, we thought we'd never see the light of Faerie again.
I understand. Now you say it was a woman who trapped you. What do you know about her at all? Anything? Anything at all?
I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems this woman had little contact with our deranged brother after the initial exchange of the staff. From what I could tell, the arrangement was thus. She gave him us, contained, and in return he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he'd invited to Heimerheim. After that, the two parted, and I heard little more of the woman. In his fits of madness, Boreas would sometimes bellow abuse about the demon woman. I can only assume he meant the same who trapped us.
Possibly. Anyway, I have a question. You see, I found the White Witch, but she's trapped in ice. Can you help me free her?
Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas' ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
Alright, I appreciate that.
That's certain that in it. We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'll leave you be. You do your own thing. I'm gonna find the quickest path to that. God damn it. Or that one. You see, they're so far away that I might just cut it out. No promises, but there's a chance that because it is such a long distance away, I might cut it. God damn it. Well, alright, so I found the Waypoint Shrine at least. We hadn't discovered this one, weirdly enough. Anyway, we need to make our way to the prison, I think? Is this... yeah, this was right where it was at. Look, I found the way, you guys. I remember how to play this game. And that Watcher statue is still watching. Ever faithful, even though his king is dead. Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. Yeah, that king is dead. Hey, Yahoo, I found a way to do it. Are you still...
Damnation! Not even a crack!
You poor man. Here, you know what? I have a thing we can do. Oh, wait a minute, I was using Jet for some reason, right? Yeah. You know, let's get that one Daffy. Because Daffy's my main.
There must be a way.
Yeah. Look, I summoned him.
This is your White Witch, then? And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed. But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
Oh, this sounds good. Alright, I'll pretend not to look. Sir? Oh, God. Look, I don't want to make a joke of where that's coming out of, but, that's really pissing out a fire, dude.
It's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Now, hold on. What's so cold about a witch's teat?
Cara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend, surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
Well, fuck it.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually.
Thank you.
If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade?
Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
What do you mean by masquerade? We're just members of the Order of Source Hunters.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
Why do people keep telling me this? Are you the White Witch?
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Cara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped?
How'd you become imprisoned here?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing.
I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
Now you stand accused of murdering the Sicilian High Counselor, Jake. Do you know that?
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
Sure, now whatever happened that night of his murder anyway?
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things?
Nah, fuck it.
The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another.
Now that terrible night.
Right.
One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Syceel's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder.
Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter.
Jesus, that was a lot of information all at once. Hey, tell me a bit more about Leandra. Fuck it.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us, and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
I'm gonna take my leave now.
I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin.
Okay, good, because I didn't know where the hell we were going after this, and that helps me a lot, actually.
But unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hunters, you've done it! Cara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever!
Hello, Zigzax and your big nose. How are you, buddy?
We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good,
Yes. Sorry, I thought there was more to that for some reason.
There you are, Cara. Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
Yeah, you know what? There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent.
Here is a woman. Who is she to
We're all having conversations right now. This is disastrous.
This is a cut and dry case of murder, I say.
Okay, well...
Cloud your judgment.
Okay. I don't know what you were just saying, Jahan. Anyway, you guys, I do apologize, but I am going to call this an episode here. I had a bit of a recording scare halfway through. Don't know if it corrupted the recording or not. I have to figure out what's going on there. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, like I said... I didn't really say that at all. You know what? Let's start over. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what you liked. And if you guys didn't like it, drop a dislike and let me know what you didn't like. I am going to call this an episode here. We're going to get into real deep shit, I feel like, in the next episode. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, like I said, I thank you guys so much for watching. It does, of course, mean the absolute world to me. I do hope you guys all have an absolutely amazing day, and, well, ciao.